Hello? Alright, looks like we've got everything situated. So I was going to use the overlay, but I realized that because of the way the thing displayed, I could get away with only cleaving out the two shilling messages. Don't even have to shrink down the feed. Good evening. Hope everybody is doing well. And welcome to Breath of Fire 3. Just gonna let this play out, even though it's not in the proper game. No, but thank you. As you can see, the chat and the two relatively relevant things are on the left side, and maybe I'll rework the overlay later for the other bits, but I think I think that's pretty good for now. I will not have to move the chat into anything for these. Breath of Fire 3 is the obvious third entry in a RPG series by Capcom, revolving around dragons, consisting of 4 entries of what most would consider to be RPGs, a 5th entry that is somewhat eccentric, and a 6th entry that nobody will acknowledge because it's a Japan-only mobile game, and that probably put the final nail in the coffin. 3, in my opinion, is the golden standard. It is the de facto best entry in the series to me. Uh, Other than that, you'll just have to find out as we go through. So on that note, I actually didn't completely pay attention to this finish once already. But anyway. You might have watched Dragon Quarter. You might have watched this one. But either way, it's got good music. It's got a relatively, I won't say lighthearted, but it has a very personal story going in it, even though there's various other grand things going on. Oh, well, you know. But, I'll go ahead and let this. Alright, and that is the last message. So, on that note, welcome to Breath of Fire 3. How's the audio versus me at the moment, Ski? Um, it is really loud for me, which I can adjust the headset. It's fine. Okay. I mean, probably get that many in the opening. Auto run on, because that was a mistake that I didn't enable when I was testing everything. My preferred background and my preferred color for the window. Fast messages. And, I will be, until I get feedback that says otherwise, I will be reading the dialogue. So, if people don't like it, please, whether this is on YouTube or here, say it. I need the feedback to know. But there we go. Alright, yeah, that is fairly loud. But that's also the menus, so alright, I will tweak it in just a minute. Okay, explosives are set. What is this? An egg or something? You see ones like this every so often. Well, I'll be. Come on, let's get to work already. I'll wait for the initial bits to be finished, and then I'll try tweaking the sound a little bit. What the? It's still alive. Yeah, see, here's the thing. The entire opening that I let play out, dragons are really scary. They almost took over the world. See a dragon. I'm going to throw a rock at it. Stupidest thing you could have done. How loud are these? Because they should be about the same as the menu bloops. It's fine. Okay. He's not moving. Free shit. No response. Alright, give me 1 second. Let me tweak the volume as a whole. Well, you know what? I'll tweak it in OBS. So, you can attack normally. Inch this down very slightly. I don't want it to be obnoxious, but I don't want to turn it down so low that the music becomes unnoticeable. So you can attack normally, but it's like 2 damage or so, and almost always they attack and you will immediately counterattack with breath anyway. So no, those 2 are just doomed. Gulp. A dragon? Alive? Are you really a dragon? Are you going to be able to tell what I'm saying either way? Dragon. I'm a lizard, yeah. Meanwhile, this dude sure is noisy out there. Wonder what's going on. Safest guy, because he's not trying to do anything stupid. Not afraid. Let's get it. Yeah, they're going to get it alright. Case in point, Reprisal just immediately 100%. This is the only time in the entire game that you will ever counterattack with anything other than a normal attack, by the way. It's like, that is how hard set they are to just be wrecked. Don't hurt me. You don't want to eat me. I don't taste good. I think I wet my pants. Yeah, so see, these are the smart ones. They're afraid. You miss and you get the ultimate counterattack. I know one of these Mel's burnt. Oh no, it found me. It's over. I'm done for. Now, out of all of them, though, that was optional. You did not have to walk down there. In fact, it's like KFC. Oh, and this one's optional. Okay. Some kind of ghost? No. Hey, they're the ones whipping out the weapons and trying to kill me, okay? He's there. Says it just straight. He's dead. Yeah, I don't think your mommy's going to give you much help here. Just saying. We're cursed. We're doomed. I knew we shouldn't be digging up dead bodies. They were using it to mine. They were trying to mine my brain out or something, because, what's that? Somebody help. Also, yeah, just take a moment to consider this entire cavern they're in. Well, I don't think you can see it from this angle. Just suplex the dragon. I mean, if you want to come that close to something with a ranged breath attack with hostile intent, then by all means. Yeah, just a giant skull over there. What's this about a dragon? Well, well, well. Let's take it alive. So, as you notice, there's a strange situation here. It literally doesn't matter what you do because your normal attack is not strong enough. And also, he usually outspeeds you and you immediately try to counter, which procs this. Take that. In this world, it's crane or be craned. Time to go to Dragon Jail. I mean, you know. Don't know where they were taking him, though. Can't you whelp breath everybody outside the cage? The one doing the train here? I mean, yeah, also. That's all you have to do, just wiggle. They didn't secure it or anything. Not very good at trapping living creatures. That's why they were miners, you know. They did a quick time. Darn it. I don't get many chances like that anymore. Oh, I almost had it. Oh, come on, what's making that racket? So there's 3 things wrong with this. First, these enemies are not here in the woods. Oh, brother. This is just what I needed. Second issue, he cannot one-shot them right now. That'll teach you to scare off my dinner. You too. And the third issue, he is buck-ass naked right now. Eat the wolves. I mean, you can't be picky. I have not heard a single thing in this game, at least that I remember, that you can't eat monster meat. Or that, well, I mean, honestly, they're not monsters, they're wild animals. So, you know, you have a point. You're lucky those curs didn't chew you to pieces. I don't have enough food to feed you anyway. Even if I did take you home. Meanwhile, Ryu's just like, mommy. Alright already. Uncle Ray'll take you home. Better appreciate this. I wonder, what were you doing out there by yourself? And without a strip of clothing? Now, I just want to say times are tough, you know. Like, yeah, in reality, times are tough, but times are tough here in the Cedar Woods. Because, I'm gonna just tell you, where's Ray? I'm hungry. He's home. Hi, Ray. Welcome home. Is that dinner? Tipo going on this, Tipo going on that cannibal lifestyle. When going gets rough, you know, anything's fair game, right? Boy, you'll eat anything, won't you, Tipo? And it could be, but I mean, if you're... it's dragging me, so it's okay. But I mean, if you've got the skill to deal with the minor stuff, it's safe enough. I mean, think about it like this. You won't get solicitors. Who is it, anyway? Don't ask me. Let's get him into your bed, okay? So who is he? Told you. I don't know. Found him in the woods. Really? That's like what happened with me. An orphan. Not surprising. It's been a lean year. Well, why don't we let him sleep while we go to the village? If we don't get some food soon... Somebody abandoned him. Just like me. I mean, sure, somebody abandoned him. The rest of his race, going by how that opening scene went, don't you see, Ryu? The same as me. You must understand. They're weak, pitiful, and pathetic. Ooh, that was loud. I'm gonna turn it down on my headset, but tell me if that was too loud. Mommy. Ryu. My Ryu. Yeah, so Ski, before you say anything though, this is technically going to be an LP for YouTube, so please use a little discretion. Okay, yeah, no, that's fair. You found worm. What you guys talking about not having food? Worms are high in protein, don't you know? Now, that said, I have never eaten worms. Like everybody says, yes, no, you can eat them. It's fine, but I don't know. Like a storage room. Probably ain't doing much storage going by what the boys be saying. So, if you recall, I mentioned there were 3 issues, which I joked about the buck-ass naked bit, but, notice, I'm wandering around the woods. I cannot get into any fights right now. It is not possible. So how did, 2 random monsters that weren't even supposed to be here attacking me in a cutscene? Like, that's just super rude. The enemies love you. Love to eat you, maybe. Even though I look like this, I know a thing or two about camping. Come back later with your friends, and I'll tell you everything I know, okay? Yeah, like, what are they talking about? There's no food. Here's some mushrooms. You got worms and mushrooms. You got protein and plants. Oh, don't be afraid. I won't hurt you. I'm an Aigu. I'll tell you all about how to fight. Come back when you've got some equipment. There's the other part connecting to what's clearly their storeroom. Hey kid, you better be careful around here. A couple of bullies named Ray and Tipo live around these parts. Yeah, I don't know, I think those 2 are kind of a-okay myself. So yeah, you don't need to do this by any means, but at least when I play, and yeah, this is how close that it was, literally 1 screen over. I do tend to go around the full woods like this, since I know I'm not going to get into any random encounters, and just go ahead and collect everything, just to have that squared away. Obviously this is a 2D game, and one of the tricks that it has is the orientation of the map. By holding a shoulder button, you can use that to look around. So there are random encounters, but technically you can't fight right now, therefore random encounters don't exist. The map does not have random encounters, but will occasionally produce an exclamation point. And when it does that, you are brought to a random field. You can find some loot there, and you can fight enemies that are indigenous to that region there, but there are no world map random battles. I haven't been able to find much to eat in the forest either. What are we going to do? There's an old man named Bunyan who lives here in the woods. It's kind of strange. Why else would he want to live by himself in the woods like that? I don't know. Not have to be around judgmental assholes? Also, you found Croctear. You can literally sit here and gather Croctears until you have a capped stat. Now, I'm not going to do that for various reasons, but yes, it is in fact free money. In fact, they sell for 5, so if you stockpile the 99, that is 495 zenny, which is actually not terrible for gearing up this early. That loops back to the tree house. That's an exit. As is that. No crocs cried in the making of this game. I mean, Hey kid, wander around like that, you're liable to get eaten up. By dogs or something. Maybe. Maybe. Here's our world map theme. It's honestly a really light bop. Kinda nice. The woods are very dense. It's probably not a good place to be out in only pajamas. Really smart game, because you know I would loot all of that right now if I could. So we're currently in the Ural region. This village looks like a good place to stop. So I guess we will. Out of my house, you punks. Haha, you'll never catch me. It's no use, Ray. Everyone's watching out for us. Nobody's got much food. What with the poor harvest and all. Hey, Tipo, look at this. Hey, you finally woke up, huh? Doesn't this beat all? Now we got another mouth to feed. What if we get him to help us, Ray? Good idea. But I think we need to get him out of his pajamas first. Come on. We'll get you fixed up with some equipment. But before that... I don't think there's any loot hidden in the village this way, but... we're still gonna take a peek. It is most certainly not a bad habit to get into with these games. 3 and 4 specifically. I do not believe you could do this in 1 and 2. I could be wrong though. Just wait, Ryu. Ray will get you set up with something in no time. Huh? Did I just say Ryu? Is that your name? Funny. How did I know that? Maybe I dreamed it. Oh, scram. That was close, wasn't it, Ray? Sure was. But we were able to get him something to wear. Hurry up, Ryu. Don't be a slowpoke. Not used to wearing armor yet, huh? Tipo broke the fourth wall. Well, it's better than pajamas, I suppose. What do we do now, Ray? Well, Everyone in town's in a bad mood over the poor harvest. I know, let's hit the road. We can do some work there. There's a road up ahead, called the Ural Road. We go there sometimes and, well, bug people. It's not like we hurt people or anything, just steal from them. Not into hurting people, you know? That's right. Even a beginner like you can do it. Come on, don't worry. Let's go. Here's our party. Ryu, Ray, and Tipo. Obviously, one of these is significantly more powerful than the other. Time to try to mug someone super powerful and get wrecked? Well, sometimes you win, sometimes you lose, am I right? Yeah, we have the least health. We're actually the lowest on every stat. But it's fine. Remember that melted blade we took from the corpse? You'll see. But funny thing about that melted blade, it is exactly the same power level as Ray's weapon. So it is actually really good to just go ahead and nab that in the mines. As for why it's in your inventory, don't worry about it. So Ryu has a heal from the get-go. Ray can steal. And Tipo is supposed to be your current caster. We ate it after we killed the guy, it's fine. Yeah, we just pooped out a melted blade afterward, right? Also, gotta get used to the controls again. You can switch through your party members with one of the shoulder buttons, and everybody has a different field action. Down Molotov. Or excuse me, my bad. I said they were worth 5, they're actually worth 2. Still, it's something. So, if you notice, Balak Knife, which is a weight of 1, does nothing to our agility. But if we try to equip a bronze sword, which has a weight of 2, we get a penalty of 1 to our agility. Your agility is a flat stat, and, pardon me, the weight of your gear will negatively impact it. There are some things that weigh 0. There are plenty more things that get up there. So we'll leave that alone for the time being. Sorry, ain't got nothing for you. There's nothing left here. There's nothing left here, just free healing items. Even though I'm sitting here goofing off like this, I don't go around stealing things like you. Wow. Comparison now? Rude. You little punks coming looking for trouble again. There's a monster living up on Mount Gloss. Comes down and steals our cattle. Between that and the bad harvest, we might not be able to make it through winter. Kill it for loot. Yeah, basically. We live off what we grow and what we catch in the forest. Haven't been able to get much this year, though. Man, oh man, if I had all this, just about all of it belongs to Mayor McNeil. I'm beat. Beat, I tell you. Very thorough, even talking to a scarecrow. Keep it up. You never know what you can learn talking to people and things you meet. At least, that's what you think it's saying. And yes, that is the kind of RPG this is. Every now and then, an event flag will be tripped by talking to people, but for the most part, you never know. You might get some interesting little details here and there. I work and work. McNeil takes it all. Isn't there some way I can take it easy and still get what I want? Just between you and me, McNeil's a greedy tightwad. Takes all he can from us and gives nothing back. I actually turned my headset down just a wee bit because those higher tones are hitting me in the ears pretty bad. Let me know how the game audio is, though. If it ever becomes a problem, I will adjust it on request. We's guarding the manor, yup. This here's the manor of Lord McNeil. This part of the wall collapsed. I'm fixing it. Mr. McNeil's afraid of thieves, so he's always shouting at me to hurry up. I tell you, rich folks just don't understand. Top of the bad harvest, now our cows are being stolen. Mayor McNeil's in a bad mood, let me tell you. I'll tell you what, Mayor McNeil's gonna need to learn to deal with it. Yeah, I'll wander a little bit more to. This is what I mean. If you were to, use enter here, you would actually go to a field and fight. So if you need experience or money, or just want to see what's in the general area, it is recommended to do this every now and then. If not, don't. If you're in a rush, don't. And there's the battle bop again. Enemies will have their health bars revealed after you've killed them at least once, provided it's not a boss enemy. It's not that kind of RPG. Rows don't work the way they do in things like, say, Final Fantasy. fact, you do actually have the ability to change your formation, but right now it is literally point member's power is raised, so put Ray in the front position, or actually what we will be using, Ray's defense. You can get more throughout the game if you do some stuff here and there, which I will try to include on the stream, but you know, it's just a few things here and there that gooey. See, it's not going to matter here because we're just fighting normal things. Also, I love the animations here. You got Ray, who's just going all in. You got Tipo, who's used to this. And then you've got Ryu, who's like afraid of it all and is just swinging wildly. I'm half looking for... Ah, there we go. There's usually at least one item on these maps. Always try to steal while you can. Yes, because this is the lowest level area you can try fighting in. And the lowest level enemies include Aigu, Mage Gu, Gui, and then I would think a couple of other things would be here, but maybe, hey, free gear. And then we can go into camp to heal. Camp has its own dedicated screen. Everybody currently in the party will be here, and you can talk to them. Which right now it's just, hey, you know what you can do in camp? You can rest and heal HP, or make a record of your journey. You want to know more? Take a look at the book in the tent. This is totally not a tutorial. When you're on the road and there's no inn around, or when you're poor, you can always camp out, right? Not if you don't have a tent, Ray. Don't worry about these, they are completely irrelevant right now. Don't worry about this, we're going to have Tipo and Ray for the whole game. Once you rest in camp, though, it is technically the next day, so your active party is who's here, and the moment you leave your tent, you are back in the world map. One second. So we could get into more fights, but I don't want to over-level for a few reasons. And I do kind of have a general... Let me look at the... I do have a general idea of how far I'd like to get tonight, and I believe we can do it pretty easy. Aigu and Ripper. Ah, that's not happening. Think we get eye drops? Berries. So, you notice that I keep using Examine. There's a reason for that. And we do want to get things from it, but we're not in a super big rush. Anyway, when you level up, obviously your stuff does go up, but this is one of those games where they tell you exactly what goes up. And if you learn something new on that level, it will let you know. Game does have the decency to turn the background transparent where necessary if combat does happen. So if this were a Fire Emblem game, Ray is very much your Jagen unit. But unlike your typical Jagen unit, there's nothing wrong with using them. Also, money's hard to get. Literally 40 zenny just sitting there. This is the Ural Road where we work. This road goes all the way to Windia. Someday, we're gonna blow this place and head out to a big city like Windia. Right, Bray? Well, instead of worrying about that, let's think about getting something to eat today, okay? We should go hide and wait for someone to come by. Behind that tree up there looks good to me. Where we literally were just at. Goblin and Boss Goblin. Hey, nice. This is why you use Examine, because eventually certain moves can in fact be learned by watching the enemy use it. Almost like your favorite thing, Ski, like Blue Mage. But now that we've gotten that, kill the Boss Goblin. Yeah, I knew that would get a positive reaction from you. Lots of enemies have different reactions to things. If a Boss Goblin is with enemies, he will 100... Well, to be fair, it is also an attack at the same time, but yeah, no, Pilfer's success rate is... Oh, it is something sometimes. Boss Goblin, if he's with targets who will listen to him, he'll use Influence to direct them to attack you. But, if he's by himself, which isn't an issue in this fight, he will immediately run away. Like a coward. Alright, let's wait here. Someone comes by, we jump out. Yeah, so kill him first. It's also worth stealing from him, because Wastecloth right now, I think, is either tied for best, or it's at least a light and free piece of gear. Like this. What's up, Ryu? Don't get all soft on us now. Don't worry. We're just some poor kids trying to get some food. Whoever it is will forgive us, right? Hey, here comes somebody. He's alone. Okay, Ryu, show us what you're made of. Go get him. Just run into him, like this. What are you trying to do, little one? Mug me, hmm? We've got enough trouble around here already with those rascals Tipo and Ray. Listen to me. If you run into them, tell them that if I catch them, they'll be sorry. Whoops. Figures it would be Bunyan. Who does he think he is, anyway? Hey, wait a minute. If Old Man Bunyan's out here, that means there's no one at his house, right? You're right. Let's go and grab some of his food. That'll show him. But if Bunyan's here, and the house is empty, then who's driving the spaceship? Poor Bunyan. Bird really wants the Ryu. Oh, actually, that reminds me, I did not actually equip that aforementioned waist cloth. Yeah, it's even better than what Ray starts with, and it's lighter to boot. And while you would probably be tempted to sell your weapons, I will make note, at least in this game, it's a good idea to keep one copy of all the things you get rid of for a little while. Okay, and they haven't updated what they're going to say yet. This might not actually change until the first major event. So, an interesting thing to note, random encounters are random, but depending on where you are, some of them are 100% guaranteed to happen. In the woods here, if you enter from a specific location or go through a specific spot, certain ones will always yield an encounter. We want to steal from the Aigu because that gives healing herbs. Hey, we got blind. want to at least get them to level 3. And I would really like to steal another waist cloth or 2. But I'll settle just for 1 more for Tipo. So, these 2 aren't lit up, but shoulder buttons will give you the ability to escape or to just auto battle. If there's anything else that I would definitely like to do before progressing, is get a move off of the Mage Goo, but I don't know if the Mage Goo can be encountered here in the woods. Hopefully we'll actually get the waist cloth before he dies, which wasn't going to happen. I already have the bent sword, so I'm not going to worry about stealing another. I did not think you could fight these in Cedar Woods. Gonghead is actually a little bit dangerous this early on, but not because it's not because of its raw damage, but because of its ability to bomb. No, it is not a. It is not like the bombs from Final Fantasy. Thank God for that. Alright, we'll try for one more fight just to see if we can get another boss goblin, but I don't think we're going to luck out right now. Nope. Alright. So we'll just progress as normal. And I think the success rate may be tied to what you're trying to steal, because if you notice, I think I've gotten the healing herb practically every time I've used Pilfer. Whereas the gear has been a little uncooperative. Ray picked the lock. Just as I thought. Nobody's home. Keep your eyes open, Ryu. Someone might hear us if we make too much noise. Okay, let's split up. Check the place out. Quietly. You see, both of them are doing it the right way. There's gotta be some food around here. And then Ryu's just like, zoom! Ryu, push. Just relax. Calm down, Ryu. Food, food. Where's the food? Watch your step. Round beef jerky. Find something? Hey, there's food here. Alright, come on, let's get out of here. Uh-oh. Old Man Bunyan's come home. We might be in trouble. I'll go check it out. If something happens, I'll distract him, and you guys get away. Okay? Hey, everything's okay. There's no way Ray would get... I guess I'd better go see what's happening. Don't worry. We can get out of here, right? And he's just like, nope. Whack. I knew you were up to no good, but I didn't think you had sunk this low. A time like this, when everyone's suffering, don't you know that if you don't work, you can't eat? Shut up, we were working. You just don't get it, do you? Robbing people isn't honest work. I've half the mind to run you out of the woods, but if you say you'll mend your ways, I could forgive and forget. What do you want us to do? Ray, you're a strong lad, aren't you? I've got a job for you. You've heard of Mount Gloss, haven't you? Big mountain north of the forest. You'll know it when you see it. I want you to go there. Understand? Just me? What about them? Don't worry. I've got something else in mind for them. You're keeping them as hostages, so I'll do what you want, right? Alright. I'll do it. I don't know what you're up to, but I'll go to Mount Gloss. Tipo, you keep an eye on Ryu. Hey, old man, what are we supposed to do? Work, Tipo. You want to eat? You have to work. Stand. Mini games. What I want you to do is chop firewood. It's really simple. Tipo sets the log, and Ryu cuts it. You know how to use your sword, don't you? It's the triangle button. If you cut too fast, you'll hit Tipo. Cut too slow, you'll miss the log. Cut as many logs as you can until I tell you to stop. Understand? Yep. Hey, no problem. We can do it in our sleep. Come on, Ryu, let's get this over with. Watch me mess this up super bad because it's been so long. Alright then, begin. The hardest boss. Wood. I mean, wood's pretty hard, don't you know? Stop. 21 logs. Not bad. There, we worked, didn't we? Now you won't complain if we steal, right? If you keep that up, one of these days, you'll be sorry. Don't you see that? Huh, who cares? One day, real soon, we're getting out of here. I ain't afraid of nothing. It's a double negative, T-Po. Come on, Ryu, let's go after Ray. In literally 2 steps. And we are not doing a thing to that because immediately running away. I think that encounter specifically is the biggest waste of time in the early game because you can't do anything with it. What's the old saying? Cat doesn't know the stove's hot till it gets burnt. Onion is watching us die to a goblin. I mean, if you're going to die to a boss goblin running away from you, I'm sorry, natural selection is at work then. So before we progress, we did get a little bit of money from fighting monsters. Hey, instead of running around all day getting into trouble, why don't you give people a hand sometime? Here's valuable, worth 5. Sure. That is still not enough for the good stuff. Yeah, hey, you worked for that jerky, okay? It's also worth 25. Unfortunately, literally anything is going to reduce your speed, but you gotta get that defense, especially this early. Now we need to run after Ray up to Mount Gloss, but it would be a really dumb thing to go do that before healing. Come on, let's go after Ray. Mount Gloss is north of the Cedar Woods. So, you might wonder, why are there inns? Or rather, are there inns if you can just rest in camp? There are inns. They serve a purpose that we hopefully won't see for a little while. Oh, you can revive from KO. Pretty sure it's not too hard to get the abilities for it, and there are items for it, but you'll see. Hopefully not for a long time, but you'll probably see. The Man Trap. So, if I recall correctly, you can use magic on sleeping enemies, and it will not wake them up. We're going to try that real quick, because I don't want to fight this fairly. Yep. And of course, because it's a giant plant, well, fire is the way to go. Oh yeah, they are both. I mean, look at how much experience it gave us. And a pointed... Hell, it's worth 40 zenny. I believe the pointed stick is useless. Oh, it's not even considered a sword. But, you want it because it's a unique weapon. There's T-Po's special ability, the ability to kick. This is how we catch up to Ray in levels. Which, we're not going to grind. We are going to grab everything on this area. We just killed the ecosystem. Hey, that's got to be worth some experience, right? The entire reason that we ruined the ecosystem. Treasure. Which I believe that's an attack item. Yeah. So the Molotov is one of those. Weathervane's another. Basically, it's items that cast spells. Use it, it's gone, it's consumable. Which... you know, they're not a bad thing, but what's sad? Ryu learned Purify, and T-Po learned Frost. Oh. Yeah, most RPGs don't do the infinite use item. There's only a few exceptions I've noticed. Legend of Dragoon. Oh yeah. Legend of Dragoon had a really good one that, depending on how you resolve some story events, you would get an item. All the items in that game could be charged, if I recall. It would be infinite use under those circumstances, and it would have, you'd be able to boost the power. Infinite use, but like once per fight, I think it was. And if you fully charged it, it could just win fights for you from when you got it to like the final dungeon. I don't remember that for Golden Sun, but then again, it's been a while since I played Golden Sun, to be fair. See, another goo. Hey, hope all's going well with you. I don't remember the others. I remember the one from the final disc. I'll keep it vague for the sake of, you know, those sorts of details, but it was a fight winner. Then again, that's another game that I could probably go with replaying. Legend of Dragoon was actually pretty good. We are not fighting that. Alright, that's everything here. Did we not? Actually, yeah, T-Po's probably... We could have eked out just enough, but I'm not dealing with all of those in one fight. It got the job done, didn't it? We're gonna save, head right back to town and get another piece of armor because those man traps really do pay the bills. And then we'll enter Mount Gloss. Just run. I mean, you're not wrong. And that's not even a terrible idea, because think I think this could be enough to deal with the bigger threat. Shame we didn't get any more waste cloths, but, well, that's RNG for you. It's not a bad idea, and I'm almost willing to bet I know why you like doing that. It's a good idea to try to not level as much as you can, at least for T-Po for me. And this is what I meant, Ski. These things are native to Mount Gloss. They should not have been that deep into the woods. No, so there's a system that you can't actually touch this early. It doesn't open up until after the first boss and everything. It affects level ups, and it rewards you for the number of levels that you put in on them. It is something you kind of want to capitalize on in the early game. Yeah, we're poisoned. Not anymore, though. For whatever reason, they thought it was a great idea to put all of the support abilities on Ryu. He gets status cleanse, he gets the heals, he gets all of that. Yeah, bye. Oh, it is 100% random. We have been... What's with these forfers? I do not want to fight that many enemies at once with just Ryu and T-Po. But also, you don't want to kill that many anyway because you'll accidentally level too much. You would do that, you cur. And now they're all... no, actually, that's going to level 5, right. They're only a smidge behind Ray right now. That's fine. Is there actually a hard set percentile that never changes? On the one hand, I do want to learn Burn, but I'd rather do it when I can just rest whenever. Oh, really? I was not aware. Well, then again, it is an RPG. I wouldn't know how, I'll put it like that, but yeah, I can totally believe that. 80%? Huh. That's not terrible. It's just enough to bite you if you count on it too much. I can appreciate that. Speaking of appreciating, it might be a good idea to heal. I'll wait for one more unsuccessful escape. What are the speed runs for this like? Are we talking like... Okay, one. Are we talking like 5 hours or something? Like, I know RPGs are slower, but I know they find some ridiculous ways to get around stuff. 8 hours? Jeez, I can't even imagine that. Okay, there is one there. Yeah, I couldn't imagine going through this game in 8 hours, but, well, I don't speedrun RPGs. Now, you slap Super Metroid in front of me. Now, I'm not the best, but I can at least do that in a rather timely manner, but... Really? That's all. So is the second half just really secure then? Ruh-roh. Oh, right, this is the one that defends. Ah, okay. Yeah, I suppose strategic use of items could close the gaps. Unless you're really unlucky. RPGs do have that element. Hey, it's getting dark. Let's call it a day. Maybe Ray's staying here too. Ray? Tipo? What are you doing here? We took care of what Old Man Bunyan told us to do in no time and came after you. I was worried about you being out here all alone. You know what, Tipo? I think the reason Bunyan sent me here alone is, well, because he was worried about you. What do you mean? Worried about us? I mean, he said he was keeping us as hostages, right? Heard the rumors, haven't you? That the monster has been attacking the villages here, in the mountains. Bunyan meant for me to kill it. Why does he want you to kill the monster? I mean, it's real big and strong, right? It is, but I'm stronger. If I were alone. But now that you're here, I won't be able to use... Oh, never mind. Boy, doesn't this just beat all. Well, no use worrying about that now. Let's get some rest. It'd be dangerous to go out at night. He has secret spooky power. Maybe. Wake up, Ryu. It's him. It's close by. Oh boy. Here we go. Guess we have no choice. Let's go out there and get him. Who knows? All I know is I'm happy that I didn't waste all of that money getting cloth shields for there to be the third one to be redundant. He's up early, isn't he? That's the boss theme. Honestly, the boss theme is kind of a bop. Oh, nice. I didn't expect it to actually work on the first try. Didn't think I could blind him either. Okay, that's a really good first turn. I think that's basically a match, honestly. Yeah, I didn't think that blind would actually work. Come on, after him. So it proccing that quickly kind of just turned that into a cakewalk. I mean, it's not much, but I can use the bed. I thought because he was a boss, he'd be immune. So, yeah, no, that was a really good first turn. Pilfer working on the first shot, blind on top of it. I'll take it. Shrine for travelers to pray for a safe journey. Of course, there's a lot of weird little things this game does that... It's... Breath of Fire 3 is, again, the golden standard for this series for me. You know what? We've got 3 people here, so let's try to get Burn from the Mage Goo. I watch him not even use it. Or get one shot. We'll give it 3 turns. We don't need it, but it would be nice to have. There we go. Not the best person to get it, but I'll take having it. Okay. Huh. I guess that came from GUI. That's where we're going. First. I know, right? So they're aesthetically, some of them can be a little because a lot of games were first breaching into the 3D sphere at the time. But so many good ideas were put out, and it's not just RPGs. The PS1 era was just, it was good. PS2 era was also good because backwards compatibility meant you could just play these still. But yeah, no, I get you. PS1 era, ooh, lots of good entries, lots of genres. Lots of good things got their starts there. Trail of blood. It must be the monster's blood. So in true RPG fashion, if you follow the blood, you know where to go. Ergo, if you ignore the blood, you know where you should go first. You know, if we weren't fighting so many, I would consider stealing. Well, nah. So if blind worked on him in that fight, it must work on the grand finale, so I guess that's going to be my opener there. Dragoon. Oh yeah. Alright. Legend of Mana, come on. Yeah. I actually have not played Legend of Legaia, but I played Legaia 2. 3 and 4. Xenogears... I see why people like it, but it just didn't resonate with me by the end, admittedly. Grandia was okay. I never did finish Tomba and Tomba 2, though. Let's see, off the top of my head. Obviously Breath of Fire 3 and 4. I don't actually know what I can steal from these. Resident Evil, specifically 2. 2 was the best one of that batch for me. Silent Hill, Metal Gear Solid. Of course, every Final Fantasy entry on PS1 is basically considered to be good. Oh, berries. Okay, we're not even worried about that then. I'd have to look into my little cubby hole to see what I've still got stashed in there, but yeah, PS1 era was just... And the thing is, there's so much... Alright. Oh, you collect them? Hey, I mean, that is a market, or, well, that is a stockpile to work with. So, I mentioned that you could use influence on stuff, Ski. Watch what happens when I use influence on the bat when this confused zombie is here. Anytime there's a confused enemy or ally, you can use influence to, well, influence what they're going to attack. Actually, kind of useful for reasons. Oh wow, it's that it must have 0. Yeah, PS1 and PS2 though, it's a... Okay, that's not worth stealing. It's a great pull to work with, and yeah, I wish you well in your endeavors, because there are a lot of gems to work with there. Ah, I got you. Yeah, I know the exact reason, too. But if you play with fire, yeah. So the blood led that way. Oh, actually, I'll have to check that way anyway. Phallic knife. I think if you just leave them alone, they'll attack. One of them will attack the other, which will remove the confusion, and then he'll attack you. Wow, really? Okay. The blood trail stops here. Oh, it was a good idea to come here anyway. I'll take 200 zenny pennies. I think I figured it out. He must have jumped into the water to get away. Yeah. 2 dead bodies, actually. You're probably right. So, how do we go after him? I don't know. Meanwhile, Ryu's just like, really? Yeah, you don't often see corpses in dungeons, but when you do, it's typically going to have loot on it. Oh, 3. Protection versus death attacks. Yeah, I'll keep that. I don't think that's relevant for a while, but I'll keep that. And we're running. Honestly, it's just a good idea to have one. But yeah, I don't think you deal with death reliably for, like... Obviously, if I'm saying this in front of a speedrunner, they're going to scoff, but for a normal speed... For a normal rate of progression, you probably will need it for like 10 to 15 hours. Okay. This time, I really got it. We dive in from here, and then we float down to that spot we saw before. Yeah, that's it. What do you think, Ryu? Is Tipo right? Yes. Okay, Ryu, you go first. Oh, for general progression from a normal player, you typically won't see death attacks for about 10 to 15 hours, I think. But I mean, if the speed run is 8 hours, that's almost comical sounding. See? I told you so. Uh-huh. But what would we have done if we kept on going? I guess it worked out okay. So let's go. You know, I didn't actually steal these berries with this in mind, but I'll take an easy cap. If they're trying to defend, why am I failing running, though? And here we go. It's the monster. He looks pretty worn out. This should be easy, right, Ray? I hope so. Let's hope for another easy steal and an instant blind. And then just wear him down. Oh wow, okay. Either he's especially vulnerable to being blinded, or there's just no resistance this early. Though it sure doesn't feel like he's been blinded. Alright, Flare hits harder than Frost. This is about what I was expecting as far as Pilfer's success rate for the first fight, but, you know, getting that power food that quick and easy, I'm okay with it. And now we might want to start topping off. Oh, he can only use it once. Hey, got the second power food. This should end any turn now. instead. Died on its feet, like it was trying to protect the cave behind it. They're cubs. It looks like they've been dead for a long time. That Nue must not have realized they were dead and kept on bringing food back for them. Boy, it wasn't too bright, was it? I mean, the cubs are already dead. Boy, if this doesn't beat all. Sheesh. So the entire reason that the Nue had been killing, well, stealing as much cattle and creatures in the environment as it was to try and bring food back to its young. Oh, we already got all the loot, don't worry. But yeah, they were already dead. It looks like if you jump in, the current will carry you out. Do you want to jump? Yup. I love that they even included like wet and dripping sprites whenever you end up in these water scenes though. Like, it's super good. The sprite work is actually really good in this game. So, how does it feel to do some real work for a change, When spring comes, the animals will return, and life will get a... Are you talking about 2? I know 1, people complained that it was really grind heavy, but it seems like every time I see Octopath 2 come up, I only hear good things. And life will get a little easier. You all did a good job. Congratulations. Wait a minute. You knew the Nue was only hunting for food for her cubs. Just right. Okay, so people who aren't used to grind-heavy games would obviously be a little off-put by it. But for people used to it, it's just another entry then, yeah? And you still had us kill her? If you had known she had cubs, would you have let her live? It feels PS1. Alright, I got you. Alright. Oh, yeah, because then one character would be a little bit higher perpetually. I guess that's fair, too. And so, spring came at last. Spring came to the mountain, the woods, and to their inhabitants. Oh, I missed that pouch. That or it gets added when spring hits. Yes, burbs. And the virtue of the young boys who saved the village from the vicious or ferocious Nue Chimera earned them a place in the villagers' hearts. I'm home. I went to the West Woods looking for animals and berries. And look what I found. Apples. Now I don't have to worry about food anymore, right, Ray? It's a good thing we got rid of that monster, huh? Suppose so. Hey, why don't we go down to the village and show him who did it? Tell him who got rid of the monster. I don't know. Isn't it better if we don't brag about it? Why is that? Yeah, I love how Ryu's just like, these apples though. Y'all aren't looking, right? But I suppose it wouldn't hurt to go see what they're saying about us, would it? Then we can go? Come on, come on. Alright, Ski, come on, there's a limit. There's a limit to what you can reasonably consider eating. Also, I believe we're gonna let him idle for a moment. I didn't check beforehand, but I believe now there's an idle animation. And see if it plays. No? Or is it not if you're the leader? Ah, there we go. He stashed one of the apples and will just go to town on it. Lost Goblin. Might as well try to steal from him. If we don't get the waistcloth, it's no big deal. We will run away. Oh, I figured that one would have put him down. Ooh. Better run this turn. Yeah. Oh, ammonia. Okay. So, if you did come back to this goblin, he'll tell you about the various details in camp. We're not worried about skill notes and masters, though. And I believe the Aigu just tells you about, hey, you can examine, guard, various other things, but we'll peek with them real quick. Oh, I didn't realize you could get into a fight at this spot. Okay, so yeah, he just explains skills, examine, and what the EX turn is. In which the only person who's usually going to get an EX turn this early is Ray. It needs 4 or 5 speed more than every enemy in order to get one. But basically you get a free turn. Really, really effective. We'll go ahead and run because the moment Reprisal hits the goblin and kills it, that would run, and we are really close to levels for Ryu and Tipo. If that's the case, we can try to pilfer. Not that it would matter. There's a few new things. Spring has come, forest is oddly cleared out, there's fish in those fishing spots. So we're gonna go a little bit further and get some things unlocked. That's funny. No one's here. I told everyone that we'd be coming into town today. What? I knew you were bragging. I knew it! No, everybody's got their tools ready. It's about to be a repeat of the opening. Hey, Tipo, what's going on? Hey, Ray. Is it true what they say? That you three killed the Nue? Well, yeah. So what Bunyan was saying is true then? So you mean you risked your lives? For us? I guess you could say that. Well done. Looks like we misjudged you boys. We're sorry, and we're grateful. We certainly are. If we'd known what you were really like before, well then, you don't need to steal anything ever again. We'll give you food whenever you need it. Just ask. Free food. Doesn't that beat all? What do you think of that? We're heroes. I don't know about you, but I feel pretty important. Let's just ignore the shady dude in the cloak. It's probably best that way. You want some weapons? What are you going to go after next? So we're already good on the shields. I want to grab helmets. Also, this is one of those good RPGs, Ski. You buy your gear, you can equip it immediately. So I imagine speedrunners would use the Weather Vane. And you know, that's honestly fair. But I'm the stingy sort. Oh, they just straight up garbage? Okay. Go ahead and get the third brass helm. Okay, so we're down to 15 zenny. Molotovs are better? Is it because everything in the early games seems to be weak to fire or something? The giant Yggdrasil tree has been cut down. Oh. Huh. Which, granted, I realized that the Nue was at least taking a lot more damage from fire, so I guess I'll believe it. Oh gosh. Dragon's Dogma, though, the fact they actually announced it too. I am the Great Wizard Migas. As you can see, well, I'm on a journey. Yeah, and I bet you cut the tree down, you asshole. And, well, I've used all my money, and I can't find any food. Oh, you didn't? Huh. It's worth completing once, though. Oh, okay. You literally got to the end. You just didn't finish. Okay, yeah, no, that's fair. I found myself in a bit of a spot here, so that's why I want to make you an offer. In exchange for all your money, I'll teach you my most powerful magics. In other words, I'll be your master. Okay, yeah, no, that's fair. The DLC's pretty good. And you'll be my apprentice. The more you train, the more spells you'll be able to use. What do you say? So, this is why I went willy-nilly on the shopping just now. He will take all of your money. He explicitly requires that. Conversely, it doesn't matter how much money you have, it just has to go to zero. One of the reasons I started streaming this one, somebody else had decided to pick up their first run of Breath of Fire 3. They missed Migas. They missed all the first masters, right? So when they went back at somebody's suggestion, they had several thousand Zenny. I was like, oh, that's bad. But now this miserly wizard gets 15 Zenny, and that's it. That's barely enough to get anything. Oh, I can see you're one who's going places. You become my apprentice, your AP and intelligence will go up faster. Of course, your power and defense won't go up as fast. So, who wants to be my apprentice? Tipo. I hereby recognize Tipo as my apprentice. No. Come back after you've gotten your stronger. If you're ready, I'll teach you some of my spells. Yeah, so you do want to make use of the Master System as early as you can. Unfortunately, Migas is the first one you get access to, but Tipo does make good use of them. That's one of the reasons why it's good to low level the first bit as best you can, because the way the Master System works, the more levels you get under a Master on a character, the more skills they'll teach. And you need to go at it consecutively on that person, if I recall. Breath of Fire 4 did it a little bit better, if I recall, where working under the Master just gives you the stat bonuses. The Master would give you specific quotas to hit with other things in the game to get the skills. I do feel that was better. But, you know, both games have their merits. I know. Since you helped us out, I'll give you a special rate. That is a lie. You are lying. These are the same prices I saw before. So you want to sell that Weather Vane? Maybe not immediately. but I wouldn't be against playing Breath of Fire 4 as well. Remember, even though the first few games were relatively modern, my initial goal with streaming was classics. So 3 and 4 are in fact classics. We're gonna get a wooden rod now. And completely blow that 100 on fishing gear. So all the masters in this game do have specific ways to be unlocked. Some, literally, you just walk up to them. But a number of them do have weird little gimmicks to them. That's why you want to do a little bit of everything. See the way they talked about us? I suppose a little fame never hurt anyone. You'd be surprised, Ray. I don't know why I put rest. Just him. There is one other master that takes money from you, but he takes a set value. He's also way better on the stat side. I don't remember if he teaches you anything good, though. Whereas Maiga's, he teaches you some okay offensive spells that kind of rounds out your elemental stuff. But yeah, fire seems to be the best this early on anyway. By the way, here's a fishing minigame. I'll look at your message in just a minute. Especially early on, you do have to be a little careful. Okay. Great. Actually, I do have to agree with you. Out of all the fishing minigames I've dealt with, Breath of Fire does have the best ones, I feel. Yeah, a lot of RPGs do have the fishing minigame, but very few of them are as... This one's simple, to the point, gives you rewards, and the theme ain't bad either. Okay. So as long as I catch the fish, even if it's bait, and not a lure, I don't lose it. Boy, it has been a while, though. Come on.
Not too bad.
Ah, jeez. That split second. Yeah, that, Wait, it didn't take my... Huh. Okay. So with better rods, you'll have a wider area to work with, a little bit better pull, and other stuff. With different bait, you'll attract different fish in different locations. But it's a really decent minigame.
Good.
A good rule of thumb is if you find a new fishing spot and there's question marks on the list, finish fishing them up. I think that's everything here. And once you've caught a fish, you'll recognize it in the list, not just at the area you caught it, but at other ones as well. And that is, in fact, everything at this location. And this one... has 3 new ones.
Get ready.
I didn't realize he was available this early. Not that we can catch him.
Good. Wait.
I'll try and catch the new things. I think everything this close is nothing special. I think the big boy don't want... Oh, this one does.
Not too bad.
Oh, we lost that one. Really? Is it right after the next quote-unquote dungeon? Because I didn't think you could get a coin this early. Wait, really? Come on, get that. I'll look as soon as we've got this one under control. Is there a fish that gives stat buffs? So no, not directly. There might be stat buffs you can trade fish for. But there are in fact consumable items that buff your stats, and some can even be farmed. You need it before the dungeon. Okay. Yeah, I don't know where the coin would be. So that's kind of neat. I'll get that chunky one though. Doesn't seem to want the frog though. Eco-terrorism? You know, there might be some locations that, could use a little more attention. Okay. Well, the big thing I was rushing was getting Migas, so I could go properly explore stuff again. And that's still just a piranha. No. Let's try the sinker. There we go. There we go.
Good. Wait.
Nice. Alright, so I know what that one is. There's one more new thing here. I don't think this is... I think that's the same as the trout.
Good.
Well, since we already need to look for an item, we'll come back and try and grab the other thing when we try to grab the special fish. There's two uses. Well, actually, there are two, huh? There's 3 uses for fish. You could sell them, just straight sell them. This is not the best use for them at all. But just to give an example, some do have okay value. 80. 5. 25. 40. So even with it just being the first few here, you could already make some decent zenny just by fishing. As you might have noticed, each of them had their own uses in combat. Some very, very nice to have around. But the third one, we'll see if we can't find the third one tonight. Now the thing is, I'm not sure where I'm looking, but if we're going to perform eco-terrorism, it's either here or on the way to Mount Gloss. We'll keep trying to steal the waste cloth while we can, just because that's free and it's good, so... But, yes, Broker, or Judine, however you prefer. Even though we're just starting this for now, this is in fact going to be in my rotation until it is complete. Other games currently in the rotation are Underrail and Iconoclasts. Once I start it, I do or will be doing other classic games, so if you think you would like to hang out for some of those, by all means, you are welcome to stick around. That obviously won't be right now, of course, but... Oh, that's a shame. They're gonna make me work for them. And I think you can learn unmotivate, but there's no reason to. But we'll go ahead and try, just for completion's sake. Now watch him not even use it. And we're just gonna kill it. So, here's Ryu's level up. Kinda chunky. Learns Protect. He does not have a master though. Tipo, on the other hand, got a fair amount of AP and 5 intelligence. Oh, and I got a new bait. Crops are getting better and there's lots of game. This is wonderful. Just great. No matter how much game there might be. You're as bad a hunter as my husband. Well... We already got everything we need from these. Oh, stole the waistcloth. Wasn't looking when the prompt was up. Now we just need one more waistcloth, and we'll actually have best set of armor you can get right now. Huh. Wonder where the cage went. I mean, that's fair, but it's like, who's gonna go into the depths of the woods and just be like, oh, a cage, wonderful. Unfortunately, the thing does just completely disappear. It would actually be super funny to just walk around near town and be like, oh, that's that cage. Alright, well, it's not on this screen. I mean, now that's fair. You know, just pick it up and you're like, this is some quality metal. Better go sell it. Geez, you can get into a fight right there? Well, that's not going to matter. Still can try. But yeah, small little detail. Even have little rabbits in the places where you can't walk to, cementing that, yeah, the wildlife has, in fact, returned. I doubt it. But I guess I'll check the storage. Nope. Alright, then the only other place I can think of would be the transitionary part of the woods between here and Mount Gloss. We'll attempt to scour that area, and after that I will probably call it for the evening. I mostly wanted to actually get this started and have that situated. Oh, don't worry. Honestly, I'm more tempted to play this than Underrail right at this particular moment, so it's entirely possible I could do the next one on this as well. I mean, don't get me wrong, Underrail's fun and all, but we're hitting that slow part again. Also, never did steal from the Gong Head, so let's go ahead and try that real quick. Oh! Didn't realize you could get a steady supply of vitamins this early. Won't actually need them this early, but good to know. I see all these rocks. Okay, so am I correct in that it has to do with the rocks? Oh? Wait a minute. Okay. Huh. Didn't realize the boulder went away. So then it's either yeeting them into the river or yeeting them over the void where the other rocks are. Can I? Nope, can't even use that. Alright, let's see. Okay, it's probably the other batch. I don't see where a tiny rock's going to do much with the ecosystem there. Let's see. Did not mean to hit that one, but... Oh? Oh. Well, if that's the case, I might just have to nudge them all out of their original spots. I don't think this thing has anything special, but we'll check. Okay, yeah, it didn't. Vitamin. Okay, then. So thank you. I was not aware of that, largely because not all rocks have their little pits under them. That's good to know. It actually recontextualizes how the opening works.
Get ready.
So the interesting thing about the coin, only one thing will ever go for the coin. And it will always go for the coin. Even if it's only a foot away.
Heat. Good. Wait.
He's kind of small. This one. But you pull in Manila, and he'll offer... Oh. Okay. I think I immediately see what you meant, because, yeah, no, you can't get access to this early otherwise. That's also kind of a big deal, but not available here. Let's see. Yeah, okay. Kind of tempted to get the Iron Helm as well. But I'm getting that Silver Knife. Oh yeah. And obviously, since you still reeled him in, you don't actually use the coin. So, the weapon you can get right now is a bronze sword. It has an attack of 8. This has an attack of 12, and it's got the holy property. Which, you know, might have some uses in some places. Yeah, I did not realize you could get access to that this early, so that's really neat. I'm not sure if I can capture the last fish there right now, at least not with this this rod, but we'll see later. Also, now that we have a master, we see them here in the list. Shows you what they get, what they take, who's under them, and there's your full thereabouts list, so you have an idea of how many there are. Really happy with how the pseudo overlay worked with this once I realized how it was. So I might try to recontextualize a few things to use the dead space on the sides, but that's it for now. Thanks for coming by, y'all. I really appreciate it. We will be continuing this at some point. Yeah, I can imagine why. Uh, I'm actually a little curious to see what the output's going to be in the near future. If y'all want to see more of this, I think I will stream it at some point tomorrow. And we'll pick up Iconoclasts at some point this week as well. But give a follow if you'd like. And if not, that's fine too. Hope y'all have an excellent evening. Hope y'all enjoyed. But take it easy. Sleep well. And hope y'all have a great day tomorrow. Is there any... Any of y'all care about Trails in the Sky? Legend of Heroes? I got somebody I can eat y'all to, if so. If not, then we'll probably just call it here. You sure? Okay. Let me just navigate this. I don't have much experience with raids yet, so give me just a minute. But again, thanks for coming. Hope y'all enjoyed. And as soon as I get this set up... Alright, here we go. Y'all have a great evening. Take it easy. And off you go. Alright, hold up. And off you go.